Hi everyone, this is Theo from PuckerBlocks.com. Today's video will be on watercolor mixing. So what you need is a box of watercolor. I will be mixing secondary colors orange, purple and green. I will show you how to mix the bright version of these colors as well as the dull version of these colors. Sometimes when you mix colors you do not get the shade that you want to, and this video will cover the reasons as to why that is so. So let's start. For this tutorial, you will need a watercolor box with 6 primary colors. Now, each of these primary color, yellow, red, and blue, has a color temperature to them, which will make them cool or warm. In this case, I have here with me lemon yellow, cadmium orange, cadmium red, permanent alizarin crimson, French ultramarine, and phthalo blue. And before I start, I want to tell you that there is no such thing as a perfect yellow or a perfect blue or perfect red. The blue that I like may not be the blue that you like, and it's because there's this underlying bias. Some colors tend to go towards the cool side, some towards the warm side. But usually for a palette that you buy outside, they will give you 6 of these colors. This is another example. This one is from St. Petersburg, their White Nights palette. So in this case, we have the warm and cool versions of the yellow, red, and blue as well. Before I start, I want to tell you about these 6 colors. And let me just write down the simplest formula you can use to take note of when you are mixing colors. So for cool yellow, we have yellow, and cool I use blue to denote that. And then the other yellow is cadmium orange, which is the warm version. We have yellow, and then we have use the red to denote that. Then for the red, we have the cool red. Use the B again, the blue, and we have the warm red. In this case, the warm will be yellow. And we have blue, which is where the cool side will be yellow, and blue, the warm side, which is red. Temperature for each color plays an important role when it comes to determining whether or not your color mixture is going to be bright, intense, saturated, or dull. For example, let's say I want to mix a bright orange. Orange is a warm color. I only want to mix orange from yellow and red. So in this case, I will look at these 6 colors and see where I can get yellow and red. Yellow and red will be this one, which is cadmium orange. And which one is the other one? Yellow and red. This one. Cadmium red. Because, yep, this is the warm version of the red. So I need warm yellow and warm red. Let me write down. Yellow, warm, plus warm red. So what this gives me is in fact yellow, red, red, yellow. So you get only yellow and red. But let's say I chose a cool yellow and cool red. The cool red will be blue. In this case, we have yellow plus red to give us orange, but we have the underlying color temperature bias represented by these 2 blues, and the blue will neutralize the orange to give you a less saturated orange color. That's enough theory. Let's start the demonstration now. Let me start by mixing a cool yellow and a cool red. The cool yellow will be lemon yellow and permanent alizarin crimson. I'll be sure to mix a lot of yellow because yellow is quite it's not a very strong color, so you need a lot of the yellow to mix with a bit of alizarin crimson. And then we mix cadmium orange with alizarin crimson. Cadmium orange is a warm yellow. So let's see. Oops, a bit too much water. And then a lemon yellow and cadmium red. And then finally we will mix a warm yellow and warm red, that is cadmium orange and cadmium red. Okay, the strongest color you are going to get from this mixture will be actually the brightest orange you will get is actually a warm yellow and a warm red. Cadmium orange and cadmium red, they are quite strong, so they will overpower the lemon yellow. In this case, the next strongest brightest orange you get will be from these two. And if you are going to mix a cool yellow and cool red, then the color is going to be really less bright. Now we mix the green. Let's start with lemon yellow and phthalo blue, the cool yellow and cool blue. A very bright green that you will get from this mixture. And then we mix a cool yellow with a warm blue, that is a French ultramarine. You see the color, the green color is looks very different now. And then we mix a warm, what is this, warm yellow, cadmium orange, and cool blue, phthalo blue. Also not as bright as this color here. Then warm yellow and warm blue. Warm yellow will be cadmium orange and French ultramarine. Green is mostly a cool color, so when you mix a warm version of a yellow and a warm version of a green, you get something that's really dark. So this is the green you are going to get when you mix warm colors to get a cool color. Let's move on to mixing purple. We have here phthalo blue and permanent alizari crimson. Then the next one, I will use a warm blue, French ultramarine, and the cool alizari crimson. The cool alizari crimson and the French ultramarine will give you a nice purple, a very clean purple. Next up, we move on to mixing a cool phthalo blue and a warm cadmium red. Oops, not enough cadmium. You see that the color is really very dark. And then a warm version of blue and warm red. So it's French ultramarine and cadmium red. When the color is so dark, sometimes it is very difficult to tell what color it actually is. To get a cleaner purple mixture, in this case you need the cool permanent alizari crimson and the warm French ultramarine. Remember this equation, so-called equation earlier? Let me show you how it relates to the color mixtures that I did just now. So this brightest orange is actually warm yellow and warm red. And warm yellow is yellow, that tends towards the red, plus a warm red that tends towards yellow. So you get yellow, red, red, yellow. There's no blue inside, so that's why you get such a bright orange. Next one, the brightest green here is actually this one, cool yellow and cool blue. The reason is because we have yellow that tends towards the blue side, and we have a blue that tends towards the cool side as well, which is yellow. So when you mix it together, you get yellow, blue, blue, yellow. There's no red to neutralize the color, so that's why you get the brightest green here. And last one, the brightest purple, it's actually this square here. This is a warm blue French ultramarine and permanent alizari crimson. And the reason is because we have a red that is blue, cool, plus a blue that tends towards the warm side, which is red. So in this case we have red, blue, blue, red. There is no yellow inside to neutralize the purple, So we get the brightest purple that is possible here. And of course, if you want to mix very dull colors, you can go for the opposite grid, opposite square here. In this case, two cool colors to mix a warm color, or two warm colors to mix a cool color in this case. And in this case, we have instead of warm plus cool, we get cool plus warm, so you get something like this. Color temperature is a very important thing to note when you are mixing your watercolors, because this will affect the intensity of your mixtures. So if you want to mix a warm color, you should use mainly warm colors to mix that color. And if you want to mix a cool color, try to use all cool. For purple is a rather strange color. You have to use a cool red and a warm blue to get the brightest purple. And when you have a new palette, sometimes the names of the pigments may not be very clear as to whether they are warm or cool. And the best thing, of course, to do is to use the colors that you have and mix them out, practice with them. Like what I've just did, you can create a color chart. This is a very simple secondary color chart that I use to mix orange, green and purple. And you just use two versions, the warm and cool version of each primary, to mix this color chart. Write down the names and whether they are warm or cool. This will be a useful reference that you can use in the future, and you'll get more comfortable with mixing watercolors. So that's all for today's video. If you have any questions, just ask me in the comment section below. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'll be posting more drawing and sketching tips, sketchbook features and art product reviews in the future. Thanks and have a nice day.